Hello, it's Snipes back with some NCX Draft League. We have another game for the Rave Crab versus Order 66. Erwan versus James. Erwan is playing FO, and he is bringing Maul with Hate, Bo-Katan, Gar-Saxon, Contraband, and the Night Brother title. Victor Hell, a very nice ship. Charlie does amazing things with it. I wish I could fly it as good as him. Then we have Cad Bane with marksmanship, synced lasers, overtuned electronic baffle, and gamut key, along with the title. And then finally, we have Dolan Oberos with Deadeye and Babu Frick. Frick, something. Next, we have James. Oop, I think I got that backwards. Let me check. Yeah, I got the sides backwards. That was actually James's list that I just read over. There we go. And really what Erwan is playing is Major Von Reg with Mag Pulse and Shield Upgrade, Kylo with Brilliant Evasion, Sensor Scramblers, and APT, Breach with Pattern Analyzer and Proton Torpedoes, the First Order Courier with Agent Terex and Tactical Officer, and Ablative. And for this game, does this one matter? Nope. Order 66 have already taken the week 5-1. So this is more or less a for fun game, but still for points. And the scenario is salvage. We did have a cool update recently. It is the points underneath the ships now show up. So you no longer have to just hover your hand over the card to find out what the points are. They show up underneath, and you can click on the buttons, I believe, and it will add it straight to the opponent's points. Another thing that Charlie and Flipster added together was the ship and objective tracker with the +1, +2, -1, +4. And then the last update of which is something Greg made, which you can directly input your games off an object in TTS and report the scores through it. Overall, really cool stuff. And they should have also fixed a bug where the TTS stuff follows your tokens. Or like the charge tokens on Assault or stuff weren't following, now they follow, and then the charge tokens on, say, Ancient Knowledge will stay on the actual knowledge. Or at least they should. I'm not sure if that one got added yet. I think it did. But we will see shots this first round. Dolan did take a strain. He took it from Maul, he got coordinated, and then I believe he did a rebank 4 straight. He did a 4 straight. Now, thankfully for James, Kylo is still cloaked currently, so he can't shoot back, and it'll just be free shots for him this turn. Neither one of these lists really wants to pick up any of these crates, but I think Scum has a slight advantage over FO because the Gauntlet doesn't care about picking it up, and worst case, a rogue isn't super unhappy. Hey, Catherine. Hope you're doing well today. First shot from Dolan, and Kylo is fine. Kylo will decloak because he had to, or he had to delete the cloak token itself with the sensor scramblers. Yeah, I hope they do too, Flip, because that should make it easier. I have one other question for how it works. If I were to press the ship button from the ship, would it go only to the ship points? Okay, that's cool. So like even if I'm hovering over the objective point thing, it will still say it was ship points. Yeah, that is actually really nice, and I'll say it's nice because I was playing a few games last night, and I kept clicking either ship or objective, and then just because of habit, adding all my points into one pool by accident, and then having to go back and fix it. So if there's just a button you need to press that's right in front of your card, I think that'll make it easier. I do agree. So I'm a little worried for Von Rig here. I guess that's not even Von Rig, that's Hollow. Wait, that is Von Rig. I'm just crazy. How did I read that as Hollow? Okay. I'm a little worried for Von Rig because he's either going to bank in and get blasted by both Victor, no, Cad, and Maul, or he's going to turn away and get no shots. That's not the terrible thing here. The terrible thing is if James expects that and then just rotates towards Kylo. Overall, I do like the FO positioning. I'm just worried that Cad Bane will be able to chase Von Rig down and or Maul will get a decent shot. Sorry, Lou, I don't have bets yet. I don't think I can even do that until I become an affiliate on Twitch or add some sort of third party software, and I'm not sure how to do that yet. And if I become an affiliate on Twitch, then you have to sit through ads, and I know how much everybody loves Twitch ads. Not. Did I just see Von Rig move first? Am I crazy? No, that was the shuttle. Yeah, I really hate the Twitch ads and how often they happen. Okay, surely there's no way Dolan picks up this crate. I would at this position I would just boost focus to the right, or I would roll to the left. We are seeing a Dolan trigger with Babu Frick, so the stress token will go on to Babu Frick, not Dolan, and then he is going to sit there and pick up the crate. That's really risky with Breach sitting right there. Cad Bane will also pick up a crate, or Victor Hell, I mean. Cad Bane turns away from Von Reg and will also pick up a crate. I think this might be a mistake because now you're giving FO prime positions to just not only knock off all 3 crates, but then still do a ton of damage because you don't have any defensive mods. Because if Kylo did a 1 hard right, he can boost lock into Victor. Breach obviously can lock onto Dolan, which he's doing. And then Von Reg can just 1 bank or something if that's what he did. Ooh, nice move by Kylo. You would be in Cad Bane's bullseye, but that doesn't matter particularly because you have force anyways. I'm not sure that boost gives you... I'm not sure that boost gives you what you want. It's worth trying it, I suppose. Chooses just to lock Maul though. Does also do the boost. I see if you're locking Maul, I feel like you don't boost there. Just out of Victor's arc. Maybe I'm wrong. Maul did go forward. And I think what you do here is you don't reinforce, you take the target lock onto Von Reg to try and force Von Reg to either have been turning away or force what's his face? Von Reg to use a mag pulse instead of getting a nice 3 dice shot into you. Which he probably would shoot a mag pulse in this position anyways if he chooses to turn in, but still. Ball is going to double coordinate again. A lock for Cad Bane onto Kylo. And then I'm assuming Victor Hell will also get an action if he's giving them strains. Yeah. Gave the lock to the wrong ship. See, if you were doing this, I almost would have expected locking Breach. I mean, I guess you have him, so might as well. I mean, you could say Maul's the plan, but Maul's insanely hard to kill, generally. He also has Gar Saxon, which means he can eat the first courier's lock to get 4 dice still. What you should do is take the deplete to roll here, and then boost in. And you would get out of the firing arc. Now he's not going to, but I really do think sitting right there is a huge mistake. Because Gar Saxon's just going to eat the first courier lock, and then you're going to be strained, and he's still going to get 4 dice into you. Even if you give him the deplete here with the mag pulse. He does seem to realize that and just shoots a primary. That's not the best roll. Von Reg does have shield upgrades, so it would be really hard to one-shot him still. But you could put him down to 1 and make him useless for the rest of the game. No way Von Reg spends it. Okay, Von Reg spending his focus in front of Maul. Maul will spend a force, take 2 on the shields, and be fine. and then he'll get his force back. Wait, why are you taking damage? You rolled 2 evades. Okay, thank you. And I'm now seeing that my Google Chrome is deciding not to function for me, so I'm going to have to reload the overlay. Eventually it will load. So until then, just pretend I'm editing everything. We'll also take hit crit, or crit, weapons failure, and direct. That is 1 off half points. Needs 1 more damage to get half. Yeah, Von Rake took the strain. I'm a little confused by it too. This is another 4 dice shot into Dalen, who will take hit, crit. Should be hit, crit. But he didn't roll anything. Never mind, it's all 4 going through. Damage sense and disabled power regulator. Yeah, you really needed to either boost out of arc or not be there, because he's put on 1 with a disabled power regulator and damage sense. And then he'll also have to drop the box. Oh, and if Cad Bane had turned in just like a 2-bank, he would have had bullseye onto Von Rick too. Dolan was strained because he got coordinated by Maul the last turn and then never did a blue maneuver to remove the strain. Three dice going into Breach, 3 hits. Breach says he'll take 2. So what Maul will do? No, don't eat this. Eat the lock. Maul, please. Maul! There was the first courier lock there. That still will be all the shields on Von Reg, but that could have been more. Plus, he could have also gotten rid of the coordinating effect from the courier. Hit, crit going into Kylo. Kylo will roll 1 evade and take 2 shields. Epionic, I don't know. Gar Saxon, for anybody who doesn't know, Gar Saxon says you can perform your primary attack and eat a red dice, a red token. It doesn't say what type of token, so it can be a lock, it can be an enemy lock, it could be a disarm even. Just as long as it's a red or orange token, and he could have gotten the 4 dice. Now he still did it, but he ate the strain instead of just eating the first order courier lock. So if you watch this, please use this next time. And 1 hit will go into Victor Hell. Cad Bane did forget his charge, but Erwan's being a nice guy and letting him give Kylo the strain. And then Scum will get 4 points, and FO will get 2. Tied 7-7? No, should have 10. Right? Nope, 11. There we go. Yeah, this will be a really good overtuned round for them. I'm not sure what exactly you do with Dallin. He's probably dead either way. Because your only real hope is to do a 2 bank or something, or a 2 straight, and just hope to God that breach bumps Indio. I also think, in hindsight, he probably should have shot with Victor Hell first into breach, just solely because he had the lock. And if he got a damage through, then he could have actually gotten use out of Deadeye shot. Well, if you see that he boosts right here and you did a 1 bank, you just roll yourself this way and a focus. You do 1 bank. If he doesn't boost, you 1 bank and roll this way right here. And if you see him boost, you 1 bank and roll yourself the other way. Well, actually, he's disabled, so you should have an ion token. And they told me, actually, I'm wrong. Dallin is using Babu Frick to eat the ion token, so he's not disabled yet. I can't remember what it is. I'm going to be completely honest. I know it has something to do with margin. But yeah, he had to. You're showing him all these cool fancy things that you added, and he's like, I gotta one-up Charlie. I can't let him take all the spotlight. There's an overtune from Cad Bane. That's damn right, Epionic. We do see Cad Bane get given a deplete. I mean, in all honesty, if I had to expect, Von Rig's doing a 5k. He's going to get coordinated from the shuttle of focus, and then he's going to 5k. Which means if Maul did a stop, he can just rotate the other way and destroy this poor old Von Reg. Does go over the cloud. Gets a strain, might be ionized. Is ionized. Ooh, nice move. I think that doesn't get rid of the deplete. I believe it was 3 bank. Yep. But still has 3 calculates, and you can take a lock. Kylo also does not have a lock on Maul, so will not be able to use the APT. And what you do now with Dolan, if you think he's slooping this way, you just simply focused roll this way and call it a day. That way he'll be stressed, he'll be looking at the wrong direction. Oh, he didn't do it. He didn't roll. No! Ooh, he's so lucky too. That did not go through his base. Does have pattern analyzer, so we'll still be able to take the locker or focus. Lou, the Ion 1 straight won't, but the Ion 1 bank will put him right here, so he'll be fine. I mean, this seems like a simple decision, right? Unless Kylo's turning to the right, you just lock Dolan. Alright, so Kylo's saying he wants to finish off this Dolan. Focus boosts, interesting. Giving him a chance to live. Maul will stop. And what you do here is you either fix weapons and rotate, or you target lock on Devon Rig and rotate backwards. Because you know he's doing... I mean, he's either doing the 2 sloop, at which point you weren't getting a shot anyways, but he's also not shooting you. Or you rotate. I don't know, I still would love the rotate, personally. I guess you don't need to since you fixed 2 sloop. Ooh, he is just in. Nice move. We are going to see a calculate. See, this is why I think you should have taken the target lock onto Dolan with Kylo. Because you could have also gotten thrown the calculate and probably be fine. And that'd be while Kylo is technically in a kill box, Dolan is on 1 HP and has a disabled power regulator. And damage sense. So that explains why he didn't do the roll, actually. That I was thinking, because he literally can't roll. It'll be hit, hit, crit going into Maul. He says, I'm only going to take a crit. That will be half points, though. Down to 5. And it is a loose stabilizer. Yeah, honestly, I think you just dump everything into this shuttle. I mean, it's tempting. It's very tempting to shoot at Kylo, but I think unless Dolan lives, you go for the shuttle. Which it's not looking likely that Dahlon's gonna live. Yep, Dahlon will die. Take off the board. Next is a range 1 from Maul. Hit crit into the shuttle. Only takes 1 shield, rolls natties. Does make him drop the crate at least. I mean, you say Kylo won't have a shot, but I think if he is too hard up this way, it'd be close, but he might be able to boost and have a shot onto Victor, who's doing the 1 bank here. Too hard, boost, maybe the roll fits. Not saying it's the best idea, but 2 dice into the shuttle, only gets 1. Gets the other shield. Cad Bane is going to eat a ton of strains though from this overtuned. Victor Hell didn't use overtuned, but he probably could have gotten more use out of it than Cad Bane in this position. Spend to calculate. Spend to calculate. Unless he was shooting at Maul, then I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, he would have been. Well, he only shot 3 dice. Both were range 1s. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Epionic. Who won your game? I didn't get to see that because the ending ended with whoever was spectating. I can't remember. Zooming in and out at dice, like the dice on the side right here, and then blindfolding a bunch of times before disconnecting. It wasn't looking amazing for you, but it did look like you could have a good turn. Oh, Venny did a 2 bank and hit the rock? Yeah, that's pretty lucky. Because all your bombers are I1, right? So that stopped a potential double tap or even just a normal shot because of the focus tokens. Yeah. Poe in your game should have never banked to the left to chase that pink guy. He should have gone to the right. Even if it was a self bump, I think he should have still gone to the right somehow. Whether 3 straight Talon roll or 2 straight too hard something. But he needed to go help Vinny against all the bombers. That top pink one was arguably going to do nothing for the rest of the game. Anyways, we see a Gamut key charge, I think, on Cad Bane. Yep, on Cad Bane, so he keeps all his tokens. He has one more turn to get rid of them. I mean, 404 even getting to use his APT is what I would consider a win, because half the time he just gets obliterated now before he gets to do anything. I mean, what's funny about it is Venny was an ace against your list because you had nothing but I1s. Well, they didn't put shields on them, Lou. What do you expect? Mass-produced cheap droids. They were meant to die. I didn't expect that one. I did not expect Victor to one bank onto the cloud. I don't understand that at all, but that could have been a misdial. Yeah, but the Empire actually put effort into their bombers. You know, they at least wanted to make sure they reached the mission. The CIS ones just kaputs disappeared. Well, FO bombers are only OP because Innkeeper uses them, okay? Cad did use his gamut to save the strains. So yeah, Kylo would have been probably able to get a shot if he was allowed to boost there. So honestly, not a terrible move by Victor. I mean, it's a little questionable still, but at least Kylo can't lock you, and he isn't getting a shot. It would have been real sad if you were to get ionized again, though. Lou, FO bombers also only have 6 hull still. Like, they have 2 shields, 4 hull, they have 2 green dice, and a mid dial. Their whole thing is being able to boost, and the rest of their ships have like no HP. Unless you count whatever the Upsilon is. Yeah, I don't know why Breach boosted Epi. I think it's because he has a lock right here. But I don't know if he had arc beforehand. He might have not had arc, which is why he boosted. Well, I completely agree that shields matter. I'm not saying that. I'm saying 2 shields though is not like they're FO. They're from the good old grand future. See, breach just took 2 more. I don't think FO's gonna kill Ball here. He still has a lot of HP. I mean, I think he should have broken loose stabilizer. I might have to remind them of that. Yeah, so Ball took 1 more damage than he actually had, so down to 4. We'll take hit crits. Won't die no matter what. Panics. And I believe he's down to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Triple stressed. I don't think the boost in place bombs is really what makes them broken. I think it's the boost in place mines that is a little OP. I would personally not care a single crap about FO bombers having the boost capability and then dropping something, but I hate that they can drop the. Did Cad Bane not seriously not kill third? What? Did Cad Bane shoot? Did we just like miss this? They just skipped Cad Bane. Why? Yeah, but he has a lock. He breach should have died, I think, right? Or did he only take 1? I didn't see the shot. Okay. I was too busy debating bombers. I didn't see the shot. Blue shield's down 2 on 1, 2. Then Dolan's gone. Shield. Then Maul's almost dead. Hmm. Well, if you're breach, you could boost, and then I don't know what you do from there. Because your sloops, I mean, you could sloop up this way, I guess. Boost and then sloop right here. That's probably your best option, because then when you do the boost into sloop, you could roll to the right and not get shot. Most likely we'll just see the courier bump and then Von Rig one hard. Apparently I did miss some points for the objective, but we do see an overtune from Victor. And he's not going to do the boost with Breach. Courier will just one bank and stress focus. I didn't say they weren't. I didn't say they were bad. I never said they were bad. He Gar Saxoned the stress, which is why he is no longer stressed. $5K from Cad Bane will get a stress and also sit there with 4 strain tokens. Ooh, breached 3 hards. He's out of Maul's arc. Could have technically been out of everybody's if he did the boost sloop roll with pattern, but you know, it is what it is. Probably just focus here. Takes a reload. Okay, is it reloaded into evade? Yeah, it's reloaded into evade. And then what he's going to do is he's going to throw an Agent Terex calc onto him. Your Kylo, you target lock, maul, and boost. Or not. You pick up the crate. You say, I want this. Maul zooms away, 3 bank. And Von Reg will 1 hard, and will almost certainly just focus lock. We're seeing the Agent Terex roll because they forgot it. 1 hit, so he gets a calc. Yeah, Maul arc dodged everybody except for Von Reg, but he is range 2, I believe. Maybe range 3? Ooh, he just got range 3, so there is a decent chance he will live. That was a good move. You can keep Maul alive for a round or 2 more, that's really big. Range 3. Range 3. Is this a missile? Yeah, this is a missile. Okay. Spends the lock on all of it. Gets hit crit. We'll take 1 crit. And it is stunned. I don't remember seeing him use Night Brother either for the evade. Maybe he used it for the focus, but I think that would have been a mistake. Now what Maul can do here is he can eat either the stress or even the disarm, and then just shoot breach with 3 dice still. Because he'll have the deplete, which will bring him down to 1. Then it's range 1, so it brings him up to 2. And then he can eat the stress or the deplete to get the 3rd dice back. And you can probably kill him, which would leave Victor to shoot Major Von Reg with his target lock and calculates. There's so many red tokens around. Everybody has one. Just eat one of them. Looks like he's shooting into the courier. I think that's a mistake. Maybe you expect Cad Bane to kill Breach. We'll only get 1 damage into the courier. And if see, I think this is a mistake to not shoot into Breach just to guarantee the kill. So if you don't get the hit here, or you're lucky you did, but if you didn't get the hit here, there's a really high chance Breach lives. Then again, Breach will just roll saddies and die. Alright. Breach is gone. Now you shoot at Victor. Don't even care about the courier. Shoot Von Reg. You kill Von Reg, you probably win the game with your two ships that are left. Von Reg's on 3 HP. All you need him to do is roll 2 blanks. He loves doing that anyways. Not to mention, he's the biggest threat left on the board other than a Kylo APT. But Kylo also took the crate, so you can outrange him. Yeah, go for Major. I agree, 100% go for Major. It's not worth it. That courier's doing nothing. It's going off into the sunset, never to be seen again. Just shoot the ship that's actually in the fight. No! Please. Please. I bet Erwan's like, yeah, but you can get half points, and it's 4 points for half. You know, Von Reg has three greens and a focus. Shoot the shuttle. That's what you get. That's what you get. Into Natty evades. Not to mention, with the lock, you could have gotten rid of some of those calculate tokens, which means you wouldn't be strained. He still does have 2 crates, 1, 2. So he still gets 4 points. Yeah, so now Von Reg's just gonna annihilate these guys with a mag pulse, knock off their crate, and then Kylo's gonna APT them. If you're the shuttle here, you just 1 bank down to block the 5k, and you 1 bank to the right with Von Reg to try and guarantee that you get a shot on Victor. Because I don't see any world in which Victor does anything other than like a 5k or 5 straight to get away from Kylo. I mean, yeah, Victor might not care entirely, but he also wants to live through the shots. I mean, yeah, but like if you're Kylo, you're just doing a one hard or you're doing a two bank, one of these two things. Probably the one hard makes more sense because you might get a shot on Maul. And then you won't be blocked by Victor if he did a one hard as well. And you don't care about the stress because you'll only have one stress. Your only hope maybe is to one hard, hope for the bump, or go super fast, either to the left or straight to get out of range of an APT. And then CAD can just one bank to the right, maybe hit all, but there's not much options you have. And then focus to shoot Kylo. They tied twice. Do they tie again? No. I mean, you're still right that he can rely on his defensive ability, Epi, but these FO ships do not care about stress. As long as they aren't already stressed, they don't care. Gonna throw him a deplete. Hopefully throw him a deplete. He has 4 strains. There's no point in throwing him anything else. Ooh, he throws a strain to Maul. Interesting. Rebank by the shuttle. That should still block the 5k, although that made it a little close. Did he forget about Terex though? I think Terex is a must. Jam the lock on Von Rig with the Terex. Headbane's going for a lock. I mean, you gotta lock Von Rig here, right? I guess not. Von Rig already has an evade. All 4 straight. Which makes me think that him straining Maul makes me think he's doing a 5 straight, and then he's just gonna take a strain or deplete to roll here, and then lock Maul again and mag pulse him. The nice thing is Kylo is not in Arc of Victor, so he's at least safe from an APT. And yep, Von Reg did the 4 straight, I believe. Oh, 5 straight. This feels like a really easy decision. You just roll here, and then you take the strain, you target lock, and then kill Ball before he gets to shoot. I really despise taking a lock. I mean, I suppose Maul only gets one green because you strained him, but at the same time, yeah, you took the deplete. He gets one hit, has to spend the lock. Does not get punished. Yeah, I don't know why you don't arc dodge when you can. He's probably safe now because he didn't take the strain. And he has focus evade and didn't need to spend any of it. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, he's dead. Kylo will shoot at Cad Bane. Only get one hit. Takes one shield. I mean, you really, really, really need to... You needed to have killed Von Reg last turn, but you can't anymore. You need to get half points on Kylo. It only takes 1 damage to do it. 3 hits. Kylo will take it. And that will be putting him up to 42 points. And then he'll get 36 for the objective. And Kylo will get 2. Fair point. Ball didn't have a crate though, I don't think. I think Maul was the only one to not pick up a crate. He was too busy coordinating people. Because there's 1, 2, and then both of these guys have 1, and then Kylo has 1. I mean, easy win for James if he just simply does not get crit. All you have to do is 5 straight this way. Just 5 straight, take the strain, you're already strained anyways. And then boost focus if you can away. And Victor Hell, you just 2 hard onto the debris and hope not to take a crit, or you do a 2 bank or 2 straight. I guess you can't boost because you have the crate. Kylo can't either. And if Kylo can't boost, you just do the 3 bank with Victor behind the cloud and focus or evade. Basically, your only job here is to get as far away from these guys as you can. Victor, if he 3 banks, Kylo won't have a shot unless he Talon rolls. And Cad Bane, if he does a straight maneuver, Von Rug will have to do this loop. Hopefully, James realizes his win condition is literally just stay alive and don't drop. Yeah, Andrew, I thought, to be fair, Erwan has been playing really well, and he has made better decisions, in my opinion. The issue is he doesn't pick up the crates, and the crates are the ones claiming everything. Yeah, I'm sorry if there's any buffering, I didn't know. It shouldn't be happening, but hopefully it fixed. It sounds like it fixed. Well, I don't think you yeet Cad onto the cloud. I think you just do a 5 straight because he's going to be strained anyways. Just go through the cloud. They can't lock you because the shuttle isn't in range to coordinate anybody, so you just get as far away as possible. And because they can't turn to lock you, it doesn't matter. Because Vonreg, I mean, Vonreg could do a 2 hard lock boost, I suppose. Maybe you do just 4 straight or 3 straight onto the cloud. You could also be a maniac and 3 hard left with Cad Bane and try and block the Talon roll by Kylo. No, the 2 bank doesn't fit. You'll bump right into Vonreg because it ends right about here, right at the end of his base. If you do the 2 bank, you're probably just dead. The 2 left doesn't fit either because he's on the. When you're doing a hard turn, you stay on the same parallel line that you're on. Your ship just faces the other way, so he would just bump straight into Vonreg right here. 5k, I don't like that. Why are you taking stress? Just focus. There's 1 turn left. I don't understand. Because now if he did the 2 hard up, he should be able to boost and get a range 1 shot with a lock. And Kylo now gets a free lock on you. If you had just 3 banked, he wouldn't have had a shot. He wouldn't have had a shot and you would have had a focus. And now you don't have a focus here. So if you get crit on either one of these, now you're tying and it's 2 more rounds. Hit crit. You need natty evades now. Like, oh, they wanted to be. So shield crit onto Victor. Where's that Cad Bane? That's Cad Bane. And it is a fuel leak. Now Kylo will shoot. If you knock off both crates here, it's just game over. He literally would have won if he just ran away and focused. Now you have to pray you don't get your crate knocked off because you're never gonna. Oh, okay. Did I lose connection? I don't think I did. I mean, I lost connection to this. Hopefully TTS will fix itself. I don't know if that was me who crashed or. Yeah, that's awesome. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what's going on either. It still says there's 3 players in their lobby, and I'm not in their lobby. I'm gonna relaunch tabletop and see if that will fix it. Oh, okay. So Lou, big news. It wasn't me. James's PC died. Apparently he didn't have it plugged in or something. So we should be able to bring it back up. I'm gonna go jump down and ask them real quick if they're getting it back up or if what's all happening.
Save.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, I think I got it right here.
Gotcha.
Yep, autosave. I'm gonna load it up. Yeah, loading up the autosave.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was panicking. I was like, "Oh my god, did I just crash right at the last 2 shots or something?"
No. Yeah,
That'd be like the perfect time for like a episode of, catch us next time, next week.
Yeah, you tell
All
me.
right,
Oh
so
yeah, we don't have time. We have to reschedule for tomorrow.
Up.
Alrighty. All right. So game is loading. Give me a sec.
Yeah, it's like the lobby still says it's up. It's saying that there's 3 people in it, which doesn't make sense because it kicked me out.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a huge freeze, I think. All right. Yeah, we have some stuff to do again.
Cad Bane had suffered a hit crit and it was a fuel leak.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
they were both stressed because they both did 5Ks.
Yes.
All right. Let's.
That's my maneuver again.
And he was Terex jammed, not that that mattered.
Yeah. I gave it.
Alright, well, I'll jump up. If you need anything, just scream.
Yep. Thanks.
Yep.
Alright, we got it fixed. We get to see the end. Everything is good. I'm gonna pause their timer for a second, since they're still setting things. We're just gonna leave the camera like this. And that was a fuel leak, so we'll just know. And we will start the timer again. Three dice, range 3 into your buddy, old boy. 1 hit. Gets 3 hits. Now there isn't a crit. So as long as you don't get half point, I think you feel fine here. Only a shield. You really need a crit. If you crit Kylo here, you win the game. If you don't, you lose. 3 hits. I mean, if Kylo rolls 4 blanks, then you also win, but. Well, he tried. We'll take one more onto Kylo. I mean, Kylo's going to 5k here, and there's nothing you can do to get out of his arc. Or 4k, he only has a 4k. So I'll put him right here. You gotta shoot in Kylo. I think you have to shoot into Kylo. Right? Victor... Victor does not have that lock. Cad Bane, my bad. It's Cad Bane. So he has shooting range 1, I believe. 3 hits into Kylo. Kylo will live on 1. You see, Von Reg doesn't have the crate though, Fly, and your win con is to keep your crate for 1 more turn and or kill Kylo. To be fair, he could have kept both crates if he just 3-banked to the right and then had Cad Bane just 5 straight normally. Cad Bane was like right here too. If he had done the 3 hard this way, I think he would have been safe. I don't think Kylo should be stressed though, because oh, he got past the yep. Yep. Well, if you expect Kylo to do the 2 hard up this way or even the 3 hard, which is the most likely thing, then I believe you should just 3-bank to the right. And then Cad Bane's only goal here, Cad Bane's only life focus, if you think the 1 hard keeps you in range to pick up, you pick up. And otherwise, you do a 2-bank or 3-bank, I believe, and then hope to try and block Von Reg so he doesn't get double mods onto Victor. Well, the courier would have to 4 straight to get in range of this, and I think that throws him on the rock. That was good to calculate. Alright, let's see the 3-bank. Nope, we're gonna get another strain or deplete onto Cad. Another strain. I really hope that Cad Bane did a 3-bank to block Von Reg, because if Von Reg gets double mods, he's just gonna kill somebody. Or crit them again. See, I don't understand the 4 straight, because Kylo's just gonna bump into you. Kylo's gonna have like if Kylo just dialed in the 1 hard, now he just bumps into you and you still have to take another shot. If you did the 3 bank, Kylo would have had to call that and do a 2 straight. He only did the 2 bank. I mean, you gotta roll focus here. Please don't let him 1 bank and focus lock you. Evade roll might have been better actually, but now you have the bullseye here and you can get half points. And what in the world, Kylo, are you doing? I mean, that's one way to win if Kylo just doesn't shoot. Alright, well this shot is for all the marbles, because if he half points him, there is a crit, which is going through no matter what. It's range 2. He has a strain. And now Vonreg will be double stressed. Wait. Okay, he spent his focus. It's a console fire. It's like, please. Please don't give yourself half points. And this is a mistake. You should shoot with Victor first into Vonreg. Because then you can decide whether you want to shoot again into Vonreg or go into the courier. Two hits and an eye. That'll be 3 hits. And 1 turns into a crit with marksmanship. We'll take hit crits, and that will win him the game. Or actually, he'll take all 3. And it's a stun pilot, but it doesn't matter. Sends the lock. We'll get hit crit into Vonreg as well. Can't spend green tokens, so Vonreg will also blow up. And that'll be boost stabilizer. Not that it matters, he's dead, so. And the game will end 59-36. No crates for anybody, they all got dropped. And with that, the Rave Crabs will take a win this week against Order 66. Yeah, good game. I will see you all later. Have a nice rest of y'all's days.